Good morning, day 3 of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. It's really exciting to be here because today is the day of awards for us to see those that have won and made it to the top in their different and various projects that they came up with. And we're very excited for these kids. Memo, do you confirm?
Absolutely. I am so excited for them. I would like to just reiterate that everyone here today is a winner because for them to have the courage to have done what they did yesterday and today, that takes a lot. So I'm really commending all the students that have taken part in this year's Africa Science Buskers Festival. I know emotions are at an all-time high today. I actually want to correct myself. I said yesterday was the worst day. Today is the worst day. Because you're about to find out whether you did make it or not. And I really hope our students are encouraged, regardless of whether they get something or they don't today, because just them taking part really
Absolutely.
is on the direction of
actually
greatness.
Stand out from a lot of other students everywhere because
Absolutely.
they are doing something that other students aren't doing.
Yes.
You know, they went out of their comfort zone, and
They
the
did.
challenge the challenges they face each and every time they have to deal with,
Yes.
things that come up, change of plans, and
Absolutely.
everything makes them a cut above the rest. And them
Yes.
being here
Oh,
is winning enough.
it is winning, and I know the work that goes into a project. So I really am still hoping that everyone remains encouraged even after. I mean, I know for sure there were a couple of years, not even a couple, maybe 4 years of absolutely no award. But if I did stop, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I hope that that failure for some will be turned into, greatness.
Something greater,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we should see opportunity in every single thing that happens.
Absolutely.
Coming from the little ones all the way to the older ones.
Yeah.
We're going to be interviewing the students in a moment, and we're going to talk to them and find out what they've been doing in their projects and how the journey has been for them.
And most importantly, how they feel today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this year, as we know, is the 10th anniversary. It's really exciting because this is a milestone for us as Africa Science Buskers. We have come thus far. We are seeing how the students have worked and the encouragement that other students are getting who aren't here today. We are continuing to grow as a group and a brand, and students, more and more students are actually participating in the Africa Science Buskers Festival. So it's exciting today because today we need to know who has made them stand out, as well as how they're going to portray and explain themselves in today. So I have a student with me today. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello.
I'm good, thank you. May you move closer, please?
Okay.
Wonderful. What's your name?
My name is Jirel Tadiwanira. Yeah.
Nice to have you, Gerald. Where
nice to
are
be
you
here.
from?
So I learn at Bradford Senior School. It's along Briar Road, near Tinwald. Yeah.
All right. What's your project about?
So basically, my project is called Plasticrete.
Okay.
So right now we have a building material called, like, it's made by melting plastic and then you mix it with sand. So it creates something like a brick.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially what people are doing with it right now is that they are using it for pavements, sidewalks, car parks, and only that,
Alright.
mainly. But what my project has really tried to do, and what I believe it has succeeded in doing, is that it has tried to permeate into other uses in construction. So most people believe that it can be used for large scale buildings like this one, but I've pushed it to the limits, and I've been able to apply it in larger scale buildings.
Wow.
Yeah.
What inspired you to work on your project?
On my project, well, really, it's just something I stumbled upon
Okay.
with a few friends of mine. They were actually trying to use that particular product for another business competition. So they invited me to the team to do research on how to make their products, and that's when I discovered it. So I'm an aspiring architectural engineer. So for me, having new materials that can be used for building, it's something that's quite important. So I saw this material, and then I thought that it could have so much more applications, and it could even be used to replace the conventional building materials that we have, things like concrete and bricks. And yeah, my project has also been trying to replace those building materials.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As we know, with where we're going, the increase of people means that the increase of building space, and we're
Yeah.
going to need a lot more
Yeah.
architectural engineers.
Sure.
So, what have you done to test how the robustness of your product?
The robustness of the product.
Yes, and how strong it is and competitive enough to actually, as you mentioned, replace the current building materials that we have today.
Okay. So essentially, for me to be able to replace the current building materials, I would have to match properties such as compressional force and tensile force, like being able to withstand those kind of forces.
Yeah.
So I kind of like looked for research that was done by other people with how exactly it could be modified to reach those kind of standards. So it will be hard for me to build a building right now, but with the research that I've done so far, it is hypothetically proven that we can in fact replace the conventional building materials. Yeah.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah,
And
it is.
I'm really inspired by that. And I really hope that you'll be able to carry it even from today further on as you become an architectural engineer.
Yeah.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So at the moment, we're going to get right inside. We need to see what is going on inside. We have a speaker who is starting on at the moment, and we'll be right back with more interviews. Stay tuned.
Put water on the crops, and that could lead to problems in the future. So how it works, there will be a soil sensor sensing the moisture level of the soil. If it is not moisturized, there will be a pipe that will be bring water to the soil. And in case it is a cloudy day, there will be LED light that will switch on so that the plants can do photosynthesis even if it is a cloudy day. Thank you.
Retabile Penyo Kesilwe from TBO Botswana. Huge round of applause for him. Up next, we have Joseph Chekenya from Erimaple School. Is Joseph around? Okay, so let's move on to Christine Kupika from Arundel.
Morning, everyone. So as you've heard, my name is Christine Kupika, and the title of my project is Sustainable Neural Scaffold Using Plant-Based Gels and Conductive Waste Carbon. So I know initially that sounds like a lot of scientific jargon that doesn't make sense, but it's actually not as complicated as it sounds. So you know how the human body has certain aspects of itself that it can regenerate. So for example, if you get a cut in your skin, it heals, or if you break a bone, slap it in a cast, in a few weeks you're as good as new. But our nerves don't have the ability to do that. So what material scientists and neural engineers decided to do to fix this problem is create what are called neural scaffolds. And essentially they just join the damaged ends of nerves. But the issue with the neural scaffolds that are currently on the market is that they're made from expensive plastics. So first of all, we don't really want to be putting plastics in our bodies. Them being plastic means that they are extremely difficult to make biocompatible, which then hikes up their price, and then they become extremely expensive and therefore inaccessible to a place like Zimbabwe, where our healthcare system is already underdeveloped, right? So, imagine your Sekuru is minding his own business on the farm, and then a brick falls on his hand, and he has to suffer a lifelong impediment for for something that can be treated. So this is especially a problem because in Zimbabwe, because 88% of our workforce works manual jobs. So there are so many people at high risk of sustaining nerve-related injuries. So we need to do something about this. And as a passionate advocate of accessible medicine, I decided that there is something that we can do about this. So I decided to make a neural scaffold, but out of cheap plant-based materials. So there are common lab gels that we use when we're doing science experiments, even as students, and that's agar and sodium alginate, which come from red seaweed and brown seaweed. And then, obviously, we're talking about nerve science, so we need an aspect of conductivity, because neural scaffolds provide a pathway for the nerve to regenerate, and they also facilitate electrical impulses, so they need to be able to conduct. So I carbonized coconut shells to provide this aspect of conductivity. So I mixed the lab gels, I mixed the coconut carbon to make neural scaffolds that are cheap and eco-friendly. Yeah. Thank you.
A huge round of applause for Kristen Kopika from Arundel. Up next, we have beloved Mapise from USAP Community School.
Good morning, everybody. So my name is Beloved Mapise from USAP Community School. So basically, my project is about bridging the gap between the deaf people and other students. So what composes about my project is that it composes of about a Raspberry Pi component, which composes about a Raspberry Pi. So a Raspberry Pi camera is therefore to capture the gesture of a deaf person so that it can translate those gestures into text. And then that Raspberry Pi is also connected to a phone whereby someone can input his or her voice such that a deaf person can read whatever you are inputting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, beloved. Remember when we called out one Joseph Chekenya and was not in? Now he's in. A round of applause for Joseph Chekenya.
Morning, everyone. So my project is based on the problems in the mining sector, small-scale mining sector in Africa. So lately in Zimbabwe and Africa, there's been a series of problems whereby when miners enter the cave, when they do whatever they're doing inside, but once it's time to get out of the cave, they won't be able to because of all the little tunnels, the tunnel systems that they would have made. There's also a chance whereby they strike a gas pipe, and then the gases, those dangerous gases, gradually enter into the atmosphere, and then the humans, the miners that are in the cave, they slowly breathe them in, and then it can intoxicate them or affect them through gas poisoning. There's also another chance whereby when they are mining, the rocks on the ceiling of the cave, they fall down and could crush the miners or trap them inside. So my project is called the Underguard. That's meant to detect those dangerous gases before they affect the miners. It's meant to detect the vibrations in the ground so that it can tell the miners that a cave-in is about to happen. So all these problems can be solved using my robot. It has special sensors and detectors that help solve these problems. It uses a gas sensor, an MQ9 gas sensor that's used to detect the gases, and a sound/vibration sensor that's supposed to detect the vibrations that indicate that a cave-in is about to happen. Thank you.
That was Joseph Chekenya from Eri Maple School. Up next, we have Notando Mtisi from Milestone College. It would appear Notando is not in. So let's move on to Edward Musabaike again from USAP School.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I asked you a question, if you see dirty water, what do you think? And you have to drink it. The question is, well, I just boil it and it will be safe for drinking. But what if I tell you that boiling that water wouldn't make it safe for drinking? You probably think I'm lying. For this is a fact that we've been taught ever since we were a child. But what if I tell you that boiling, it does kill bacteria, yes. But what if that water is contaminated with the microplastics, with the sewage leakages, with the heavy metals? Even if you boil it, it still won't be safe for drinking. Fun fact, if you boil that water and some of the steam escapes into the air, the water that is left behind is heavily concentrated and more toxic than how it was before you even boiled it. I know right now your minds are blown. But listen to this. According to United Nations, water should have a turbidity of 1 NTU. And if water exceeds that turbidity limit, even if you boil it, it still won't be safe for drinking. But sadly, not many people know that. Because 1.4 million people die annually due to lack of access to safe drinking water. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I designed Edge Water AI, to give communities access to safe drinking water then and then. Let's take mining hubs like Maranga, for example. Makorokoza dispose their waste minerals into rivers and dams. And the villagers take that water, boil it, and give to their children, think that is now safe. Let's take, for example, the ghettos like Gatecliff. Water pipes burst underground, and that water is contaminated with sewages, and still people continue to drink it. They don't even know until signs start to show around. People start falling sick, and by then they contact the local government authorities, and the government authorities come. But by the time they conducted research, lives had been lost. People would have died. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a quicker way to see if water is safe for drinking or not. That's why I designed this smartphone-powered AI detection tool called Edge Water AI. So what it does is this. You know, early in the morning when you wake up, you open a window, and then suddenly the whole room is filled with tiny dusty particles, and you wonder where they came from. That is simply light scattering off tiny particles. That is a physical phenomenon known as the Tyndall effect. But what if you could apply that to real water? What if you could actually put a water sample and shine light through it, and then those tiny microscopic particles, they could actually be visible? Ladies and gentlemen, technology is advancing, and we need to advance with it. This is why I combined my project with computer vision AI called RoboFlow, the leading computer vision AI being used by top labs in the United States. So what it does is this. It's not rocket science. All you need to do is that you take a water sample, you put it under a magnifying lens, and then you take a picture of it. You simply feed that picture to the AI computer vision, and then that computer vision will count the number of microparticles in your water. And if the number of particles are more than 20, that means that water exceeds the United Nations turbidity limit, meaning that even if you boil it, it still won't be safe for drinking. Now, you could ask, how is this project useful? Well, this project solves this problem in real time. Don't need to wait for days or for weeks for the local government to come and conduct and see if your water is safe or not. You can actually see there and then if your water is safe or not. Now, you could also ask, this problem also scores to solve SDG number 3, good health and well-being. SDG number 6, clean water and sanitation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is history being made. This is Africa striving to be best. This is us pushing technology into practice in my own communities. In the future works, I plan to train this model so that it can distinguish between microplastics, it can distinguish between sewage leakages. There's access to clean water shouldn't be a luxury. Access to clean water should be a right that everyone has. This is why I'm introducing my project. Thank you.
Very detailed presentation indeed from Edward Musabaike of USAP Community School. Last but definitely not least, we're going to hear from Dylan Musota from Milestone. A round of applause for Dylan. It would appear again that Dylan is not in. So we're now moving on to our awards. First up, we're going to call the team from Alipa to present their Alipa Awards. A round of applause for the Alipa team.
Very good morning to you all. Actually, Can I have something? I just want to. Can I connect my computer to? Can I connect my? Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good morning once again. Can you confirm that you can all hear me? Okay, that's really good. Okay, so I think I do have maybe 10 minutes. So in that 10 minutes, so I've just jotted down some names here, but I then realized that all of you guys have been working on wonderful, really wonderful, wonderful projects. Okay. So, to be fair, so I just wanted to connect my computer, but I think it's going to be a very long way. I'll do this. Okay, let me just. So, my name is Farai. I'm the co-founder of Rainfin Group. So, we basically into, tech consulting. So Rainfin Group is registered in the UK and also is registered in Zimbabwe as well. So we're into AI. So we work with many companies, including Prevail Group of companies, InGen. We've developed systems for them. And we also work with Global DNA. We also work with Mist Insurance. So we work with quite a number of companies in Zimbabwe and in the UK as well. So what basically we're looking for is students who are working on some AI projects. And also I was just basically asking questions. Do they really know what they are actually working on? And do they really know, how that works? Because sometimes you can just go probably on ChatGPT or on cloud, then ask, okay, I want this. But do you really know how is that working? Okay, so what I wanted to do, I think, if I don't have the project, it's gonna be very difficult. Okay, so basically, do we have any? So, do we have anyone with a phone or something? Do you guys have phones? You do have your phones. Okay, that's really cool. So I would like you to save this number, 0786. Okay, so the prize giving has started. Save 0786 27 8009. 0786 27 8009. Okay, that's 0786 278 Okay, did we all save the number? So it's gonna be 0. So I call it 0. It's 0786 27 8009. Okay? Did you all save the number? All right. Do you guys have WhatsApp? Okay, that's good. Can you go in the chat? Can you all go on WhatsApp? So the winner for this is gonna get $100, okay? All right. So that's cool. Are you all on WhatsApp? Okay. Okay, so the winner for this is going to get $100, okay? I do have the $100 now. So what I want you to do, you guys are working on AI, isn't it? Okay? I just want to understand whether you really know what you are working on, okay? How that AI works and everything. I'm a software engineer myself, so I'm just going to test you and see if you can, so the winner for this is going to get $100, okay? Are you on WhatsApp? You're all on. You can save the number Alipa, okay? So this is Alipa AI, okay? So it's just an AI that runs on WhatsApp, okay? That's cool. All right. Right. Oh my God, I don't have a projector, so I was just going to show you something. I don't know if you're going to see it. That's fine. So on Alipa, okay, so Alipa is basically an agentic commerce platform. So which means there are many products that are being sold, right? So an agentic commerce platform, so which means you can just tell Alipa, I want to buy this, and, I want this product, I want to use EcoCash as a payment method, I want to use my card, I want to use my inbox, I want to use my Omari, I want to use this. So it's basically an agentic commerce platform. Do we know what's an agentic commerce? Do you know agentic commerce, right? You all know agentic commerce. So you just tell the agent what you want. Then it goes on to do exactly what he told you to do, okay? So that's basically what we're going to do. So on Alipa, there's a product called Electric RC jet aircraft toy for kids. So it's being sold by Tech. Okay, let me just check the seller here. By Tech Buskers, okay? So on WhatsApp, okay? I want you to, I just want to test whether you really understand agentic commerce or you really understand how AI works, okay? So with one prompt, I want you to buy this product, okay? Then add my EcoCash number, which is going to be 0786 278009. Okay, so you're going to use one prompt to buy this product, and it will be delivered here, okay? We want it to be delivered here. So you're going to use... So you're going to use one prompt, okay? So one prompt, then you buy the product. One prompt, then you buy the product. So no 10 prompts or 20 prompts, just one prompt, then you get $100, okay? Can we do that right now? So the product is called, it's an electric RC jet aircraft toy for kids. Okay, it's being sold by Tech Buskers. So that's Mr. Chikundi's product, okay? Can we do that quickly so that one prompt, okay? If you manage to buy it, I'm going to just check my phone. I should be able to see the prompt on my phone. I can see a prompt here, okay? Where's managed to send a prompt to me? We have managed to do that. I can see a prompt on my phone. Okay, where's managed to do this? Okay. Can you raise your hand? Okay. Oh, the guy at the back, okay. So the guy at the back is the winner for this. So this is the prize. The prize goes to, what's your name, by the way? Okay, you can come and collect your prize, please. Okay. Okay, can I see what you've done? Okay. Can I just have a look? Oh, that's really cool. So it's the winner for this, okay. is the winner for this. Yes. Yes. So this is what we call agentic commerce. So with one prompt, you should be able to buy a product, okay? So you just said, hi, Alipa, can you buy an electric RC jet aircraft toy for kids? Is being sold by Tech Buskers. Can you deliver it to Celebration Center? Use EKKH 0786278009 and you send the prompt here, okay? So I was able to see the prompt. So I hope the product is going to be delivered, Mr. Chikundi. Oh, thank you very much. So what I wanted to do I do have a list of students here. I'm just going to be very quick. Sorry, I'm just taking your time. So all the students that have been working, what I'll do is I'll just give you maybe $13 worth of airtime, worth of data so that you can continue, researching what you were working on. So basically, I'm just going to announce. Okay, let me do this. So I think, so we had the winner. So the winner for the Tech Buskers, the project that they've been working on, goes to, what's this? Okay. So goes to, okay. So where's Adrian? I think these guys, they're working on some sort of like soil test. You know, they do have some sort of like a product that they're working on. So, oh my God. So, oh yes, you can. Okay, so he's the same guy. I think this guy really understands how AI works and everything. So they're the winner they're our choice. Not because probably you're not the winner, but I believe that they've been working on something really cool, something in line with what Alipa does and what we are working on as well as a company. So I think they're the winner for this. So they're going to get another extra $100 for winning this as well. And I do have the names. So Mr. Chikundi will send, so I do have the names here. So those people will get also $13 worth of data, okay? So you get $13 worth of data so that you can probably further your researches, okay? Then I'll talk with Mr. Chikundi. We do have a company. We are working on AI. We work with various companies in Zimbabwe. So those that are working on AI projects as well, if you need mentorship or internship or something to really work on cool projects, real world, world challenges, you just get in touch with Mr. Chikundi, then we can work together, okay? All right, so let me just get the $100 again, then give to the winner. I think I'm done, Mr. MC. You can come forward.
Huge round of applause for Alipa. A lot of $100 bills flying around, eh? That's a good one. So we're moving on to the Broadcom gift to Africa Science Buskers Festival finalists who represented Zimbabwe in the world's biggest science competition, ISAF, in May 2026. Now, the recipients who get a certificate each and 200 United States dollars. I did tell you about the $100 bills, eh? So the award will be presented by none other than Memory Vungu. A round of applause for Memory. If I call your name, you come on stage, you're presented with your certificate, and you smile for the camera, okay? First up, we have Ashley Chifamba from Arundel. Round of applause for Ashley Chifamba from Arundel. She will be presented with a certificate, courtesy of Broadcom Foundation, proud sponsors of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. A huge round of applause for Ashley. So we want you in the me-do. Huge smiles for the camera. There we go. A round of applause for Ashley Chifamba from Arundel. She represented Zimbabwe in the world's biggest science fair in May 2026. Up next, we have Tapiwa Moyo from St. Leonard Academy. Tapiwa Moyo. Pardon? Oh, you can take it for him. Unfortunately, he's absent today, but we celebrate him nevertheless. A round of applause for Tapiwa Moyo in absentia. He too represented Zimbabwe at ISEF in May 2026. Last but definitely not least, we have Tawonga Musariri from Milestone College. Tawonga Musariri from Milestone College. Is Tawonga in? Tawonga seems to be absent as well. We're now moving on to the Africa China Environmental Features Program. Now the recipients of this particular award will travel to Shinua, China in December 2026. So the recipients of this award will be traveling to China in 2026. The first recipient of the Africa China Environmental Features Program Award is Mangomuhle Ngwenya from Girls College in Bulawayo. Mangomuhle Ngwenya from Girls College in Bulawayo. Mangomuhle is the first recipient of the Africa China Environmental Futures Program, and she will be traveling to China in December 2026. A huge round of applause. No, you can do better than that. A huge round of applause. That's better. Also traveling to China in December 2026 is Trish Masaraure from Princeton Institute. Prince Masaraure of Princeton Institute. A round of applause for Trish. She too will be joining Mangomuhle in December 2026 in their travel to China. Round of applause. One more recipient. And the recipient is from Wise Owl Marondera. Where is Wise Owl Marondera? Okay. Traveling to China in December 2026 again from Wise Owl Marondera is Isaac Mutekiwa. Isaac Muketiwa from Wise Owl. A round of applause for Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2026 edition winners of the Africa China Science Futures Program. They will be traveling to China in December 2026. Isaac cannot wait. A huge round of applause for the group. Congratulations. Up next, we'll be welcoming on stage one of your judges, Mr. Ronald Churu, to present the following awards. A huge round of applause for Mr. Churu. Mr. Churu will be presenting the Sci-Fi Award, which is awarded by the China Youth Science Fiction Alliance to 5 students for outstanding science fiction work. The Grand Award comes with 500 United States dollars. The Grand Award comes with 500 United States dollars. 2 runner-ups are going to receive 100 United States dollars each, and honorable mentions are going to receive 50 United States dollars each. We'll start with honorable mentions. Walking away with 50 United States dollars is Unati Swandai. Round of applause for Unati. Unati is receiving an honorable mention for the Sci-Fi Award, which is awarded to students for outstanding science fiction work. Big smiles. There we go. A round of applause for Unati. Also walking away with 50 United States dollars is Kuloya Jangale. Kuloya Jangale. A round of applause for him. Congratulations. Moving on to the runner-ups of the Sci-Fi Award, who will be walking away with 100 United States dollars. First up is Mufaro Mukura Jija. Mufaro Mukuru Jija. Is Mufaro here? Unfortunately, she's not. Up next is Trish Masaraure. Trish Masaraure. A familiar face on stage. A round of applause for Trish. She will be walking away with 100 United States dollars. A huge round of applause for her. And now to the big one. 500 United States dollars. Is it your neighbor? Is it you? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Kimberly Guja, walking away with 500. Yes. Celebrate Kimberly Guja. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the winners of the Sci-Fi Award 2026. A huge round of applause for them. Moving on to the Sinicon Research Scholarship Award. The Sinicon Research Scholarship Award. Now, this is a scholarship for 2 outstanding finalists to join the 2026 cohort of the Sinicon Research Scholars Program. It is an award for 2 outstanding finalists to join the 2026 Sinicon Research Scholars Program. The prize for this, which will be shared between the 2 finalists, is 750 United States dollars. 750 United States dollars. The first recipient of the Sinicon Research Scholarship Award is Thomas Chingwaru. Thomas Chingwaru. A huge round of applause for Thomas. Thomas is in total disbelief. A round of applause for him. He is the first recipient of the Sinicon Research Scholarship Award. Up next is Busisiwe Ndlovu of Arundel School. Busisiwe Ndlovu of Arundel School also walks away with the Sinicon Research Scholarship Award. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the winners of the Silicon Research Scholarship Award, the 2026 edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. A huge round of applause for them. No, you can do better than that. Celebrate them. There we go. Moving on to the Puta Young Biomedical Pioneer Award. The Puta Young Biomedical Pioneer Award. Now, this recognizes an outstanding project in biomedical engineering, biotechnology, or health technology innovation, and will be presented by Tayamika Mandiwanzira, founder and CEO of Puta. A round of applause for Tayamika. As you can see, Tayamika is holding a very beautiful award, but is also holding an envelope. What did I say about $100 bills? They're flying around. Now, this award carries 200 United States dollars and is awarded to Blessing Nyagumbo of USAP Community School. Blessing Nyagumbo of USAP Community School. A round of applause for Blessing. She walks away with the Puta Young Biomedical Pioneer Award. A huge round of applause again for Blessing Nyagumbo of USAP Community School. She walks away with the Puta Biomedical Pioneer Award, which carries 200 United States dollars. Moving on to the International Swiss Talent Forum, International Swiss Talent Forum Delegate Award. And this will be presented again by Memory Vungo. Now, recipients are fully sponsored to participate in the prestigious International Swiss Talent Forum in Switzerland. Previously, someone won the award to travel to China. Now, someone will be traveling to Switzerland in 2027. And this award goes to Maita Ishe Maponda. Maita Ishe Maponda of Arundel School. A round of applause for Maita Ishe. She will be traveling to Switzerland in 2027. Celebrate Maita Ishe. We are now moving on to our medals. And we'll start with the juniors. So we have 4 categories under the juniors. We'll start with honorable mentions, move on to the bronze medals, silver medals, and lastly, the gold medals. So for each category, if you are in an honorable mention category, you walk up, you receive your medal, and then you stand there. After that, you come to the center of the stage for your group picture. Clear? First up to receive the honorable mention at this year's edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival is Ruth Machisani. Ruth Machisani of the Broadcasters Organization from Botswana. All the way from Botswana. A round of applause for Ruth. Huge smiles from Ruth. Congratulations. Up next is Chayu Muwowo of Towani Muwowo, all the way from Zambia. A round of applause. Up next is Believe Marimirofa of Milestone College. Moving on, we also have Brilliant Mwamuka from Wise Ao Marondra. A round of applause for Brilliant, receiving an honorable mention. A round of applause for Brilliant. Up next, we have Siniat Katongo of Woodford School in Lusaka, all the way from Zambia. Again, a round of applause for her. Up next, a huge round of applause for Eric Gwengwe from Mufakose 1 High School. Also absent, I see. From Eric, we go to Tanyarazwa Mutsai, again of Milestone Preparatory School. From there, we go to Sanav Avinash from Woodford, all the way from Lusaka. Big smiles. Congratulations. We're down to two finalists. We are down to two finalists. We have Zainab Abrahani from Westridge Primary School. Zainab Abrahani from Westridge Primary School. Last but definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Aradia Gupta from Westridge Primary School as well. A huge round of applause. And these are the finalists walking away with honorable mentions for this year's edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. Can you please come to the center of the stage for your group photo? You look at our photographer there. Big smiles, everyone. Congratulations. A huge round of applause for them. Celebrate them as they take their seats. Moving on to the bronze medalists in the junior category. First up, we have Boris Nelsa and Nathaniel Darangwa and Tanaka Shinurai. Boris Nelsa, Nathaniel Darangwa, and Tanaka Shinurai of Abbey's Primary School in Zimbabwe. A round of applause for them. They are the first recipients of the bronze medals in the junior category. Big smiles, everyone. Let's look at the camera. Congratulations. Up next, we have Zoe Ricci from Banani International School, all the way from Zambia. A round of applause for Zoe. All the way from Zambia. Also walking away with a bronze medal is Ria Gotatamang from the Broadcasters Organization, all the way from Botswana. Congratulations, Ria, of the Broadcasters Foundation, all the way from Botswana. A huge round of applause for her. Last but not least, to walk away with a bronze medal is Jaden Chirea of Wesley Primary School. Jaden Chirea of Wesley Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's bronze medalists in the juniors category. A huge round of applause. Celebrate our bronze medalists. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the silver medalists. First to take to the stage is Sepo Chadukwa. Sepo Chadukwa. Huge round of applause for Sepo. She is the first to walk away with a silver medal in the juniors category. A huge round of applause for her. Up next, we have Safia Adam of Chisipite Senior School. Safia Adam. It would appear Safia is not in. Also walking away with a silver medal is Joshua Mucheriwa. Joshua Mucheriwa of Erimapo Junior School. Joshua Mucheriwa. A round of applause for Joshua. Celebrate our silver medalist. Up next, we have Macmillan Tandawa. Macmillan Tandawa, Bravius Bingo, and Mumenyasha Chinengo. Macmillan Tandawa, Bravius Bingo, and Mumenyasha Chinengo from Westridge Primary School. A trio from Westridge Primary School walking away with silver medals. A huge round of applause for them. Also walking away with silver medals, again a trio, this time from Abyss Primary School. I present to you Denzel Makuwaza, Jabulani Due, and Munopaishe Manyadzwa. Denzel Makuwaza, Jabulani Due, and Munopaishe Manyadzwa of Abyss Primary School. They too walk away with silver medals in the juniors category. A round of applause for them. A huge round of applause for them. Also walking away with silver medals again from the Broadcasters Organization from Botswana. We have Wame Khalaeng. Wame Khalaeng from the Broadcasters Organization, all the way from the beautiful Republic of Botswana. Huge smiles on stage. Congratulations. Last but definitely not least, to walk away with a silver medal in the juniors category, again coming from Abbey's Primary School, we have Tavonga Ndovi, Ryan Sox, and Munashe Wikirefu. Tavonga Ndovi, Ryan Sox, and Munashe Wikirefu from Abbey's Primary School. A round of applause for the trio. Tavonga Ndovi, Ryan Stokes, and Munashe Wikirefu of Abbey's Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's edition of the silver medalists. A huge round of applause for them. Please do come to the center of the stage for your group picture. Moving a bit. Moving again. A huge round of applause for our silver medalists at the 10th edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. Celebrate them as they take their seats. Moving on to the gold medalists in the junior category. First up, we have Joseph Chekenya of Airy Maple Junior School. Joseph Chekenya of Airy Maple Junior School, a very familiar face on stage. A round of applause for Joseph. Celebrate Joseph. Also walking away with a gold medal, we have Peniel Tsuro of Westridge Primary School. Peniel Tsuro of Westridge Primary School. Also walking away with a gold medal. A round of applause for Peniel. Also walking away with a gold medal is Retabile Kesilwe from the Broadcasters Organization. A lot of fans indeed in the house for Retabile. Up next, we have Bibiana Chikunji and Lauren Achiume from Manani International School. A huge round of applause for Bibiana and Lauren, all the way from Zambia. Also walking away with gold medals is a pair from the Broadcasters Organization. We have Masare Tang and Ivan Olebile Sitale. And we are down to the last three. We are down to the last three. Now the last three I'm going to call on stage are the best overall finalists. Best overall finalists in the gold to receive the gold medalists in the juniors category. And first up, the first best overall finalist is Yande Musosha. Yande Musosha of Banani International School.
Don't let AI make you lose your voice. Writing with grammar.
Also walking away with the best overall award is Bupe Kunda. Bupe Kunda, again of Banani International. The last finalist to walk away with a gold medal, also a best overall finalist, is Courtney Mabaudi of Milestone Preparatory School. Courtney Mabaudi of Milestone Preparatory School. To the PA, Courtney is not here. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's gold medalists in the junior category. A huge round of applause for them. Celebrate our gold medalists. For the seniors category, let's welcome back on stage Mr. Churu to present the awards. Again, we'll start with honorable mentions to bronze medals, silver, and then lastly gold. First up to receive an honorable mention in the seniors category is Gabriela Mwanga from Chisipiti Senior School. Gabriela Mwanga from Chisipiti Senior School. Celebrate Gabriela. Up next is Shalom Mukwesha from Forward in Faith Christian School. Shalom Mukwesha from Forward in Faith Christian School. A round of applause.
Can we do this?
Also walking away with an honorable mention is Fison Dlovu. Fison Dlovu from USAP Community. Up next, we have Kenichi Humba from Kutama College. Kenichi Humba from Kutama College. Also walking away with an honorable mention is Melinda Jani from Girls College. Melinda Jani. Also walking away with an honorable mention is Chikomborero Eric Gonyora from USAP Community School. Celebrate Eric Gonyora from USAP Community School. Also walking away with an honorable mention in the seniors category is Tiriwashe Mandikonza from Marist Brothers in Nyanga. Marist Brothers in Nyanga. Up next, we have Edmond Mukwewa. Edmond Mukwewa, also from Marist Brothers in Nyanga. Up next, we have Anashe Rwavea. Anashe Rwavea from Dominican Convent. A round of applause for Anashe. Also walking away with an honorable mention is Celeste Nyakupinda from Watershed College. Celeste Nyakupinda from Watershed College. A round of applause for Celeste. Also walking away with an honorable mention again from Watershed College, we have Mazita Munjoma. Mazita Munjoma. Lastly, to receive an honorable mention in the seniors category, we have Jason Muguni. Jason Muguni from Wise Owl High School in Marondera. Jason Muguni of Wise Owl High School in Marondera. Ladies and gentlemen, your honorable mentions in the senior category, this year's edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. Celebrate them. Surely you can do better than that. A round of applause for them as they take their seats. Moving on to the bronze medalists in the seniors category. First up, we have Ropafadzo Majena from Arundel School. Ropafadzo Majena from Arundel School. Up next, again from Arundel School, we have Busisiwe Ndlovu. Busisiwe Ndlovu of Arundel School. A round of applause for Busisiwe. Also walking away with a bronze medal again from Arundel School, we have Munotidaishe Manyaya. Munotidaishe Manyaya. Huge round of applause for her. Up next, this time from Queen Elizabeth High School, we have Tinomudaishe Muroji. Tinomudaishe Muroji of Queen Elizabeth. A round of applause for Tinomudaishe. Up next, we have Ropafadzo Gwatidzo. Ropafadzo Gwatidzo from Dominican Convent. Up next from USAP Community School, we have Nathan Mutoti. Nathan Mutoti of USAP Community School. Up next, we have Tibokwe Ndlovu. Tibokwe Ndlovu from USAP, from Girls College rather. Girls College in Bulawayo. Tibokwe Ndlovu from Girls College in Bulawayo. Up next, we have Rutendo Kufakunesu of Arundel School. Rutendo Kufakunesu. Up next, from Forward in Faith Christian College, we have Natalie Wekwete. Natalie Wekwete. She walks away with a bronze medal. A round of applause. Up next, we have a pair from St. Augustine's High School. That is Vimbai Nashe Dumbarimwe and Nokutenda Marizo. Up next, we have Praise Chirisa, again of Dominican Convent High School. A round of applause for Praise. Lastly, to walk away with a bronze medal in the seniors category is Litasha Chimbalanga. Litasha Chimbalanga from Monte Rosa Group of Schools. Monte Rosa Group of Schools. A round of applause for her. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's bronze medalists in the seniors category at the 10th edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. Moving on to the silver medalists. In the seniors category. First up, we have a trio from Chisipiti Senior School. We have Exinwen, Tinevimbo Mazenga, and UC Lee. Exinwen, Tinevimbo Mazenga, UC Lee from Chisipiti Senior School. A round of applause for the trio. Up next, again from Chisipiti Senior School, we have Fadzai Gonese. Fadzai Gonese. Moving on, also receiving a silver medal is Nigel Nyamere from Goromonzi High School. Nigel Nyamere of Goromonzi High School. A round of applause. Up next, we have Nokutenda Midzi from Arundel School. Nokutenda Midzi. Up next, we have Malone Masamvu. Malone Masamvu from Marist Brothers Nyanga. Malone Masamvu. A round of applause for him. Up next, again from Dominican Convent High School, we have Rukariro Chitambo. Rukariro Chitambo. A round of applause for her. Also from Dominican Convent, we have Makanaka Maikana. Makanaka Maikana. A round of applause for Makanaka. Up next, also walking away with a silver medal, we have Majita Chengeta. Majita Chengeta from Irene Christian College. Moving on, we have Tafadzwa Masomera. Tafadzwa Masomera. Up next, we have Tavonga Musariri from Milestone College. Last to receive a silver medal in the seniors category is Rikomborero Muusha and Tapiwana Shema Nyuma. Rikomborero Muusha and Tapiwana Shema Nyuma of USAP Community School.
Come on, give Jesus praise in this place. Hallelujah.
A round of applause for them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Africa Science Buskers Festival senior categories silver medalists. A round of applause for them.
Do you want to praise the Lord one last time tonight?
Let's celebrate them as they take their seats. Moving on to the gold medalists in the seniors category. First up, we have Olive Gambura. Olive Gambura of Dominican Convent High School. A round of applause for Olive. Up next, we have Edward Musabaike. Edward Musabaike of USAP Community School. Up next, we have Ashley Chifamba of Arundel School. Ashley Chifamba of Arundel School. Celebrate Ashley. Up next, we have Chinodaishe Zapasi. Chinodaishe Zapasi of USAP. Also walking away with a gold medal, again from the Broadcasters Organization, we have Palesa Ditira. Lisa Ditira. Up next, we have Christine Kupika. Christine Kupika. Up next, we have Dylan Musotwa from Milestone College in absentia. Round of applause. Again from USAP Community School, we have Beloved Mapise. Beloved Mapise. Beloved Mapise of USAP Community School. Up next, we have Notando Mtisi, again from Milestone College in absentia. Round of applause for her. Up next, we have Liezo Chirea from Queen Elizabeth High School. Last but definitely not least, to receive a gold medal in the seniors category, again from USAP Community School, we have Sean Murapa and Redeem Makaya. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you this year's gold medalists in the seniors category. A huge round of applause for them. A huge round of applause for our medalists. Now we want to welcome on stage Mr. Knowledge Chukundi. Mr. Knowledge Chukundi to present the following awards. A huge round of applause for him. Mr. Chukundi will be presenting the Broadcom Foundation Awards. Now these awards are given, or rather presented, to the top 3 overall finalists of the festival. The top 3 overall finalists of the festival. In the juniors category, we have Kunda Bupe. Kunda Bupe. A round of applause for her. A round of applause for her. She walks away with the Broadcom Foundation Award in the juniors category. Moving on to the seniors. First up with Christine Kupika of Arundel School. A round of applause for our Broadcom Foundation Award winner. Last but not least, walking away with a Broadcom Foundation Award is Edward Musabaike, a familiar face on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the winners of the Broadcom Foundation, the top 3 finalists of the 10th edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. Celebrate them. Moving on to the Broadcom Coding with Commitment Award. Now, this celebrates finalists who use coding to improve their communities through a project aligned with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Now, the winner of this particular award will walk away with 250 United States dollars. They will also walk away with a Raspberry Pi computer and a certificate. I'll repeat, 250 United States dollars, a Raspberry Pi computer kit, and a certificate. Now, the winner of this particular award is Joseph Chekenya of Airy Maple School. Celebrate him. Congratulations, Joseph. A huge round of applause for him. Now, today would not be possible without your various teachers who held your hands, who encouraged you, who taught you. So we want to celebrate them. We are giving out Teachers Awards. And the first to walk away with the Teacher Award is Mr. Somerai from Tisipiti Senior School. Mr. Somerai of Tisipiti Senior School.
Listen. So one thing I've learned
Up next, we have Mr. Kapuya from Westridge. Mr. Kapuya from Westridge Primary School.
and he doesn't change. So as I was preparing for Amos 2025, I just started singing this line. Do you want to hear it?
Up next, we have Miss Ezinase Mumba from Manani International School. Up next, we have Mr. Chinyata Elias from Ashford Academy. Mr. Chinyata Elias from Ashford Academy. Don't think he's in. Moving on, we have Miss Alistair Panashe from USAP Community School. Moving on, we have Mr. Joseph Chisenga from Woodford School and Lusaka, all the way from Zambia. Up next, we have Mr. Layani Elias from the Broadcasters Organization. Mr. Layani Elias of the Broadcasters Organization. Last but not least, we have Mr. Mudere from Milestone and Miss Mahachi from Milestone. Celebrate them in absentia. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this year's Teachers Awards. Round of applause for your educators. From your educators, we move on to the judges. And first to walk away with the prize, the Judges Award, we have Dr. Graham Walker from the Australian National University. Celebrate Dr. Walker.
Put something in your hand. 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 Put something in your... You can put your wife in your hands.
I hope he was light enough yesterday for you to produce energy. Up next, we have Dr. Mwansa Kelvin from Banani International. Dr. Mwansa Kelvin from Banani International. Up next, we have Elias Kapuya from Westridge School. Mr. Elias Kapuya from Westridge School. And last but definitely not least, we have Mr. Ronald Churu. Mr. Ronald Churu.
And wave them in the air. And wave them in the air. And wave
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the winners of the Judges Award at this year's edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. A huge round of applause for your judges. Huge smiles, judges. Thank you so much.
It's about you, oh Lord. And Lord, as you see me waving right now, I declare that you never change.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this year's edition of the Africa Science Buskers Festival. A huge round of applause. No, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. When we began yesterday, I said we're celebrating 10 years. 10 years of science, 10 years of curiosity, 10 years of you asking questions, 10 years of brilliance, and 10 years of excellence. And that is what we were seeing here today. To all who walked away with prizes, congratulations to you. But to everyone, congratulations for making it this far. Now we're going to welcome on stage again Memory Vungo to give us closing remarks. A huge round of applause for her.
Good morning, everyone. Representatives of the Australian Embassy, Dr. Graham Walker, founder of the Africa Science Buskers Festival, Mr. Knowledge Chukundi, our partners from Broadcom and Lab Zero, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring the 10th Africa Science Buskers Festival to a close, our hearts are filled with gratitude and great hope for the future. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed more than scientific demonstrations. We have seen confidence grow, curiosity ignite, and young minds discover that science is not only something that we study, it is something we live, share, and use to transform our communities. This year's festival has also reminded us the power of partnership. We sincerely thank Her Excellency, the Australian Ambassador to Zimbabwe, the Australian Embassy, for their enduring support of STEM education. We honor Dr. Graham Walker for helping inspire science showcasing in Zimbabwe, and we commend Mr. Knowledge Chukundi for turning that inspiration into a movement that has empowered thousands of young people over the past decade. To Broadcom and Lab Zero, thank you for investing in the next generation of innovators. Your partnership demonstrates that when education, industry, and community come together, extraordinary things become possible. To our judges, volunteers, teachers, parents, and organizers, thank you for your countless hours of service that have made this festival possible. Most importantly, to every student who participated, continue asking questions, continue experimenting, continue believing that your ideas can change the world, because they will. The future of Africa will be shaped by young people who dare to imagine what has never been imagined and have the courage to build it, just like you. As we celebrate 10 remarkable years, let us look ahead with renewed purpose. May this festival continue to inspire generations of scientists, engineers, innovators, and problem solvers. Thank you all for your presence, your support, and your commitment to science education. May God bless you. May God bless the Africa Science Buskers Festival. And may God bless Zimbabwe. Safe travels. And we look forward to welcoming you again next year.
Indeed, we do look forward to welcoming you again next year. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure standing in front of you. My name is Panashe Nagoli. To those that are traveling, going back to school, safe travels. God bless you. Thank you.
This marks the end of Africa Science Buskers Festival 2026. Yes, the 10th anniversary was a blast, and as we're wrapping it up, we're going to start asking questions to our winners and the participants on how the experience of the Africa Science Buskers Festival this year was. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Marlon.
Marlon, nice to meet you, Marlon. Tell us about your experience from the time you started working on your project and how you came to be a judge. How you came to be judged?
Okay, so personally, I was a person who felt motivated by several different things, right? Coming from the personal aspect and different other things which were motivating me. So yeah, I started up with a spark. Then in the Mideast, I had some challenges I had to face, but I had to go over them after some time. Then I had to, with all the help of God and all the effort I was putting and the hard work I was putting through, I managed to succeed to produce a better achievement. And today I'm the silver medalist.
Wonderful, congratulations. What encouragement would you give to somebody who hasn't started or is not ready to start?
Okay, so what the encouragement I can give you is like, stay a person who is tenacious, resilient, self-driven, right? Stay motivated and keep on pushing and make sure that every challenges you come by, right? Make sure that you can just go over them in a simple way. Yeah, that's the advice we give.
Thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely. We're going to have more students that are coming in to tell us about their experience with how they have been working on their various projects. And I hope that this will encourage somebody and encourage your students to keep coming through with their various projects, because Zimbabwe is going further and Africa Science Buskers is becoming bigger and bigger as each year goes by. I'd like to welcome the next student to come up. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. What's your name?
Nathan Team Church.
Nice to meet you, Nathan. Which award are you holding today, and tell us about your project?
So this is a bronze medal. So for my project, I was doing a breathalyzer and a smart interlocking system. So I did not just come with a solution without a problem. So my problem was drunk and driving is causing a lot of accidents. So I thought about how a car itself could say no to a drunk and driver. So that's my project all about.
Wow.
A breathalyzer built in a car that inhibits a driver from totally operating a car.
That is wonderful, and that's really helpful in our society today. How are you going to encourage drivers who are also drinkers to take this up?
So I would say they need to use this so that you can stop drunken driving. So I'll encourage them by saying they must take my system and have it in their car and have an inbuilt breathalyzer so that if they are drunk, they will stop driving and we stop accidents. One soul is important and one life cause a difference on this earth.
Thank you so much for stopping road carnage.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
And congratulations.
Sure.
It's amazing how these ideas are very fast and very, very creative on how we are able to make our lives better and save the lives of many. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? My name is Stefazo. My name is Stefazo Masumir, and I'm from Sapi. And today it's quite an honor for me to be awarded a silver medalist. I want to give my special mentions to Blazing Tech, a robotics company that mentored me throughout my whole journey. Special mentions to Mr. Tabuzo Masomra and Andrew Shigona for helping me throughout my project. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling about your award?
I'm feeling very happy. It's my first time attending the Africa Science Buskers competition. However, I'm feeling very proud of myself for attaining such a prize. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. That is so beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. With this being said, this is a beautiful place. This is a wonderful place that we found, and at this point, all the students that we have different things that are going on. They're very happy. We've got the Botswana team that is singing, and they're so excited. And they're so excited. So I'm going to join them and show you what's happening here as we are. Yes, this is Botswana. The Botswana family is here, and we are celebrating with them. We are happy to see them as they are here celebrating and singing a song of joy. This is beautiful. Hello, Team Botswana. Congratulations. We are happy for you. How are you feeling today?
We are super excited. Yeah, because we came prepared, and this is the expected result that we had expected.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love the reflectors. It's saying what the Tswanas are here. So we want you to sing a song for us. What one? A short song?
Can you go down there?
All right. Oh, I see. Thank you so much for that. That's all right. Thank you very much. So anyway, we just want to know how far you guys have come and how are you feeling about today with your various award winners, even the hard work that you put into today.
Oh, we are actually from Gaborone, which is approximately 1,166 kilometers from here. So this is, just like I said, this is our anticipated moment. So we have prepared ever since January. Because last year we were here. The previous, this is our fourth time participating in the African Science Buskers. So, and this is our biggest win ever since we registered for the... Exactly. Next year, we are coming with a large team and we're expecting much better results.
Definitely. Congratulations. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Thank you for coming. Woo! Thank you so much for coming. All the best in your future endeavors. As we go back to our interviews, we'll be speaking more. We'll be speaking more to parents, students, and people that have been coming to the Africa Science Buskers Festivals.
Okay.
Yes, we're back again for more interviews, and here I've got two phenomenal people. I would like to find out how we have been. Hi.
I'm very excited. I'm happy. He's my nephew. And I'm very proud of him. I don't know what to say. I just want to say thank God for everything. He's a genius. That's what I can say. I was laughing one of the days. I was trying to make sure that the thing that he designed work. But I was shocked. I have no words. Thank God.
I can see that. Congratulations to you. The Lord has been faithful. What were you working on?
Well, I was working on a ventricular charcoal cooler so that we can replace refrigerators in those areas where there's no electricity or during those times when there's load shedding. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you for solving Zimbabwe's problems. Hey, I wish you all the best in all your endeavors.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. And congratulations. We are so excited today because today is a good day to be celebrating the work of many. I would like to welcome this young gentleman to come in. Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Beloved Mapise from USAP Community School, Marondera.
Wonderful. What was your project?
So my project was about bridging the gap between the deaf people and other students so that they can also have the education that other students they have. Yeah, that's basically what I was about.
How so?
So what it does is that it has a Raspberry Pi. So it composed of a Raspberry Pi camera. So the Raspberry Pi camera will capture the gestures of a deaf person and then translate it into text. And also the voice that someone who can speak is inputted into through phone so that the deaf person is also seeing what someone is saying because the voice is also being translated into text.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Did you consider the grammar that deaf people use might be different from the one that we use when we're speaking?
Also, basically, so far I trained it just to understand English. But if I have the opportunity to grow further, I would like to make it understand all languages. Because we understand that in Zimbabwe, our basic language is Shona, but for now it only understands English. So it will be a challenge for someone who can't speak English. So I want to develop it so that it can understand every language, even Shona, Tswana and other languages, so that the communication will be still there.
That's wonderful, and I wish you all the best. Congratulations for today.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. All communities are being considered, those with disabilities and all of us, even in health, the health sector, and all of the students that I have here. I have a wonderful group of people that I'd like to talk to. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, with you?
I'm alright. Tell me about your project.
my project, we realized that children in rural schools are facing disappointing grades, not because they are unintelligent, but it's only because of the language they are taught in. So we developed an Afrilinga AI translation system, which translates English to Zulu, Ndebele, Swahili, and Shona, thereby saying that no child should be restricted of knowledge because of the language barriers, supporting SDG number 4.
Is that also able to teach them another language and the language they're already used to learning in?
Yes, it can be able to teach them. And another important feature is that it's offline, so it can be suitable for rural communities and those underdeserved population. As well, it is an audio input where you can input your audio. Then it also have a way you can generate speech so that those who are illiterate can be able to hear.
That's wonderful, hey? How are you feeling about today?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling okay, and I want to thank my other partner, Mr. Redeemed. I want to thank my partner.
So you worked on this together, yes?
Yeah, we're all doing this together.
That's wonderful. Congratulations, guys, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm good. So tell me about yourself and where you're from.
I'm Edmund Mukwewa. We're doing a project on Trinity, Russia. Well, we are from Marist, Brothers. Our project is on men's mental health. We figured out that men are facing challenges in the society where they can't express themselves. So we figured solutions like surveys, awareness campaigns, and we also built a website called Mindfresh.
Alright. What does your website do to help men's mental health?
Well, it contains information about how they can help themselves. There's also a section where they can report some challenges they're facing, some resources, some tips, and support. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Do you also involve men's health as well in general in the men's mental health website?
Not exactly. We're just reading it generally for the information.
That's wonderful. And how are you feeling about coming up with your project, even up to finally being here and being judged and today?
We're feeling excited. I don't know about that.
I'm feeling very, very good because this was the first time participating in the competition. I didn't have much confidence in participating, but I had to motivate myself and my friends here, and we practiced a lot for the competition, and I'm so happy. The message you can give to others out there is that never give up on yourself or never look down upon yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy for you guys. Come back again next year. Are you able to come back next year?
Sure, yeah,
awesome. We look forward to that. Well done, guys.
Sure, thank you.
Wonderful. Hello, girls. How are you? I'm good. How are you feeling about today?
Very good, actually. Yeah.
Why? Why are you feeling good?
Because many people got awards and people have been sponsored, and yeah, it's very excellent. And hoping to come back again.
What were you working on?
I was working on a hydrogen energy system that deals with hydrogen and uses oxygen to cool the system, and just another creative way of using water.
That's wonderful. And how did you feel with everything, the pressure that you went through and coming up with your project, the refining and the whole process? What did it bring out from you?
Brought out my confidence, my inner volume, and my experience as well, because now that I've got an experience with public speaking, and it's like once I come again, I can do better and greater.
And I wish you the absolute best.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Well done, guys. Hello, young man. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell me about your project. Were you working on it together?
No, separate projects.
Okay.
So my project, I'm a very passionate person about culture, history, and the future of Africa. So I created a website that I call Africa Knowledge Hub. So this is a website that has all of the 54 countries and how they have the streets and the landmarks and a quiz that can help you understand more about the country. So I want African people to know more about the country, to know more about the African countries, so that we can be proud and knowledgeable.
That's wonderful. And
so things went slow, and also I had to design and code 54 HTML pages.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. Were you planning on coming back tomorrow? Next year?
Yeah, and hopefully maybe I can get more than I got today.
That's wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. All right. I'll see you, young men. Take care. So I've got one of the judges from Australia with me. I would like to ask him about his experience this year and what they were looking for as they were judging the students. How are you, sir?
Very good. Great to be here.
I'm glad you're here as well. What's your name?
I'm Dr. Graham Walker from the Australian National University.
Welcome, Dr. Walker from Australia University. Wow, and I can imagine seeing all these great minds. Must be very inspiring to see the young minds and the people that are not even in university yet doing great things. How was your experience?
Yeah, absolutely right. Like yesterday during the judging, just blown away by the quality of the entrance. I mean, my profession is, science busking, I guess, put one way, and teaching that kind of thing. So seeing young people using that skill, using that talent, it was incredibly inspiring for me. But I think what really stuck with me was how the entries really spoke to needs in the community. Like we just heard of, inventions for making mines safer. Yesterday, one of the winners today, in fact, she's designed these glasses that have got sensors to help blind people who are blind and also deaf. And that was inspired by her own grandmother. And I just think, wow, these young people, they've got great ideas to really turn, these ideas in STEM into real world impact. And, STEM, it's not meant to stay in the lab. It's meant to get out there and help people. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely. I can imagine how the environment was in static. I also went to see them and I realized these are just great minds. What inspiration do you have for someone who's been waiting for the right time to start?
I think we got some really good advice yesterday. Was just start. There's often not a right time to you don't want to wait for it. So I think for the young people here, I just encourage them to, they're going out of here with a buzz. Think about what the next step or the next 3 steps is, and act on that. Build your networks. Find some mentors. And really, think about how your knowledge of STEM can actually make the world a better place, because I think it is that kind of motivation, seeing the impact of what ideas can do. For me, I find it inspiring, and I think it's the same for the young people here.
Thank you so much. I believe your presentation yesterday helped 1 or 2 students as well when they came to presenting. It was very informative and lively as well.
Yeah, I tried to think, they say, give a keynote lecture, but really, who are we here for? We're here for the young people. So I tried to craft a lecture science show that would really help them think about the emotions, which is what I study at the Australian National University. One of the things I study, and it's actually two young girls came up to me yesterday and they said, "Oh, that was really good. We just used those ideas." So for me to be able to give young people tools they can use to communicate science, that's what it's about.
Absolutely. That was definitely curated for the young people, and you made our experience a lot greater here. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And as we're wrapping up, Doctor will be off. And thank you for joining us, Doctor, and I hope you travel safely.
Thanks very much. Awesome festival.
Before you go, would you be able to describe this 3 days in one word?
Gee, that's a hard one. Astonishing. Or maybe awesome, but that's overused. No, I'll go with astonishing.
Absolutely. It was very astonishing, and the 10th anniversary was just beautiful this year. It was very exciting because it shows how far we have come this year.
Absolutely. I've watched, I met Knowledge Chikundi, the founder, 10, 12 years ago. We made touch and see him really create a movement here in Zimbabwe. We've got all these volunteers, all these, young people whose lives have really been changed by the festival. And, it's a bit emotional, but it's been wonderful to see him grow, to see the work he's done grow, and to see, all these lives that are really, going off on a tangent because of the work that the Science Buskers Festival.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doctor.
Pleasure.
As we have heard from our doctor and one of the judges, he has enabled us and told us about what the impact this Africa Science Buskers has had on him, to see him grow and Zimbabwe become a better
planet?
Absolutely. Because Zimbabwe has a lot been better, and we're so excited to have
We
Africa
really
Science
are.
Buskers
We are
going.
so excited to have Africa Science Buskers. I mean, today's been quite a day, as we can see with all the excitement or the buzzing. Everyone's so excited. Everyone's anticipating the next one already. So we can tell we're about to have a lot more participants next year.
Absolutely.
We're about to reach more regions. Now I'll be interviewing. It's Malin. Malin. Okay, Malin, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling excited. Yeah. I think so the feeling is just exciting.
It's exciting, I agree, and exciting. The exciting atmosphere is all over. So, how was the Africa Science Buskers Festival for you? How's the entire experience?
It was actually a great experience.
Really?
Because you had to see like a lot of different things, new inventions and new ideas, like coming from little children, like at the early of like primary schools.
Yes,
I was actually
yes.
shocked to see a person who can actually develop a robot like myself spinning twice. in
Yeah.
air, like,
I agree with you. I think the little ones really shocked us. And what did you learn from the festival itself?
Well, I was actually told that there are no limits. The sky is never the limit. You can
Mhm.
think outside the box. Without the box too, you can actually think because people are doing a lot of things. out there.
There are no limits, really, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to see what you have in store for us next year. I hope you'll be participating next year.
I will surely want you to participate, but the thing is, like, I'm now in upper six. So
But now you have a chance to impart the world. I think Africa Science Buskers Festival equips you with that.
Yeah, with my project, I'm sure if I only continue pursuing it, I'm sure I'll go like something.
I wish you the absolute best in future, and I hope you had such an enriching experience here. You're most welcome. Have a good day.
Wonderful, isn't it, ma'am? How was it for you
Wonderful.
this year?
Oh, I think this year is really, really emotional for me. I don't know why. I mean, I saw so many little ones, and it's just showing me the reach of Africa Science Buskers Festival. I mean, it's far beyond what we ever imagined. I remember when we were starting, it was just, in classrooms, and now look at it, a whole festival. And it's really, really nostalgic, but mostly emotional for me, and the future's really bright. And I know we say that a lot, but it's really bright.
Definitely, you can definitely say that
Yeah.
again. As we're wrapping up, what are you looking forward to next year?
I'm looking forward to more reach. I think we've done a really good job this year with the reach, but I'm looking to see more Tanzanias, Namibias. I definitely think that's where we're headed. Africa as a continent at the Africa Science Buskers Festival. And that's something that isn't so far off anymore. And it used to seem like something so distant, but now, we're getting there.
What message do you have for our sponsors for the 10th anniversary?
You are so valued. You are so precious to us. And I remember in my journey, sponsorship was everything. I mean, they're the people setting the routes, setting the bricks to make sure we climb the ladder. So without them, this wouldn't be possible. Without our sponsors, there will be no Africa Science Buskers Festivals and no awards. So I think our sponsors, words really can't
express exactly what you
Express
feel.
how
That's
grateful we
true.
are.
And
Yeah.
I can't imagine what Africa Science Buskers would be without our teachers doing the work. We've got teachers who are
Absolutely.
doctors, and they're doing the work and working with these kids, and even traveling with them for them to actually be finally here, being able to present, helping them with their prototypes. We just want to
Yeah.
appreciate the work that our teachers have been putting into our students, making it this far. As all the people that have been supporting each and every one of these students, even their parents at home.
Yeah, I'll just add on to that. They're not only teachers, they become family. I think I've seen like 6 of my high school teachers here, and it just reminded me how we're now a big connected family because of this. So their support spans way past just helping with projects and what. It's emotional support. It's, support throughout life. Now I have mentors for the rest of my life. So they do a lot more than just helping with the project.
That is very true. And one word I would like to give before she gives hers is let's keep going. Wasn't one word, but it counts.
Mine is keep the curiosity ignited. Yes.
Absolutely, we need that fire burning for Africa Science Busking to continue. All around Africa is our hope. From me, Anatida, this is the end of Africa Science Buskers 2026, the 10th anniversary. And I am just one here to say thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. We'll be back again here next year.
Yes, and I would just like to say we can't wait to see you in the next decade of Africa Science Buskers Festival, and we have a lot in store for you, so stay tuned.